So here we are, my first campsite I was in. I've been out here 7 years now. This is Happy Camp, California area. This is a 49er claim. I camped here in 2008, my first time out here, my first year here. I had my tent right there. Right there I had my tent. I had my truck parked right here. I had my little cargo trailer over there. And then one of the miners went back to Wisconsin. And I bought his pop-up trailer and I put it right over there. So I was here for 4 months on this campground. One of the best campgrounds here. Isn't that cool? And I dredged right over here. I'll show you. Here's the rear. Here's the Klamath River. I dredged on the other side with my 4-inch dredge. Right over there. I started on this side. Then I moved over there. There's a shelf over there, and there's like a hallway of water coming right through there. About 15 foot deep right there in the hallway. And on the top of the ledge though, I found good gold, and I kept moving upriver. I just kept dredging upriver, and I ended up way up here by 3 months later. I only had 2 ounces though at that time. And then I worked on an 8-inch dredge with some one guy. Well, let's walk down to the river. I'll show you. All right, so here's the trail we were on coming down from my campsite. Chris is walking down. That's the handy guard. All you people know. You know the handy guard. My mining partner. Anyway, here's the little beach area I worked off of. I had my boat parked over here. Paddled across the river. My dredge was right over there. Wow, I'm bringing back some memories here, man. This is 7 years ago, almost to the day that I was here. So I had my 4 here. A guy from Tennessee had his 5-inch down here. Bob Johnson, I met him on this. I met Bob Johnson on this gravel bar right here, standing right here. And Dave McCracken was standing right next to me. So I met Bob then. He was putting in an 8. They pulled it about a 1/4 mile upstream. And they dredged up there. And the guys from Wisconsin were dredging halfway between them. And my buddy from Georgia came out here. This is where he hops in the water and starts swimming across to me, right? And that's right where he got caught, right there. It was a lot higher then. He got swept all the way down there, man.
It doesn't look that scary.
No, dude, it was.
Once you get hooked in the current, though.
That rock over there was barely sticking up when I got here, when I dredged it.
Oh yeah.
That rock, I had to get around that rock, and I remember just being able to grab the top of it. And I found 2 massive rattlesnakes in that. It's a slate slide over there. I was dredging slate slide material. Round rocks are here on this side, but it was a slate slide. The whole thing's a slate. And that's all I dredge, and it's clogged up my nozzle all the time.
Because that's the outside of the curve.
Well, you got to follow the foam in the Klamath. You follow the gold follows the foam. See, the foam line is over there. See the foam?
I do.
And I hit it pretty good over there. Over here was nothing. Some guy had a 6-inch dredge right here, day 1, and he dredged up there, and he did terrible. Hardly any gold. So I'm like, I'm going to the other side. See the foam? That's the gold line right there. Mm-hmm. That's the secret to the Klamath. Follow the foam line. I don't know if you guys can see the foam. You follow the foam. That's the line of the river. That's the rich side. So I found there's a ledge right there. And where that fast water is, it's like a hallway, 15-foot deep hallway. And I jumped my dredge. I dredged in it one time. But there's a ledge up top. I found all nice hard pack along the whole stretch right there. And that little swirl there. Mm-hmm. And you go down into the hallway and dredge really fast down there. And I didn't find any gold there. So I just kept dredging the top section all around. And I kind of stopped right over here, way up in that cove, about halfway. And then that's where I sank my dredge too. Sank it over there too. Got rescued by a French rafter. She helped me out. She was from France. And then the last month, I worked on Craig Colt's 8-inch dredge, which was about 3 miles upriver, where we were for Chris's video we did a little while ago. So this is where it all began for me in California, man. Kind of sentimental, man. This is a interesting spot here. I have a lot of history here. A lot of things happened to me here emotionally. Oh, that's where I hiked to. We hiked to the top of this peak up here. We hiked up there, found a lot of rattlesnakes. There's a trail that we swam across the river, left our diving gear over there, hiked lateral, went up that crest. There's a gap between the little crest there. We hiked up there, went to the very, very, very top of this mountain up there, right where my finger's at in the video, way up there. There's a slide up there. We slid down some rock slides, found rattlesnakes at the very top, a den of rattlesnakes up there. Remember, John shot his 9mm up there. It was a fire season. A lot of fires that year in Happy Camp, so the whole thing was smoky. Anyway, a lot of history here, man. A lot of history here, for me anyway. So this is K16 on the Klamath River, new 49er claim. We're heading to Happy Camp. Signing out, me and the handy guard. We're doing some scouting.
Ciao, baby.
Take it easy, folks.